Hey everybody, I had a little hiccup there. I'm actually going to be doing, this is season 2 of the live show, and I decided to kick it off and do possibly a whole season on just upgrading the new Randy Rhoads that I got. Well, I already did a couple little videos on her, and since I started identifying, kind of basically doing my own there's my own notes on this, and don't want to put too much in there because writing down some new business adventures. It's very neck heavy, so I ordered these wheel clip-on. Well, they're not clip-on, but there's very strong adhesive that goes on the wheels, like higher end cars and stuff. I saw it on Fluff's page and all that because I was really trying to find a way to nail what is it, the neck dive without cutting and all that fun stuff. And then he mentioned these, so I ordered, was it 6 strips, and it cost me about $10, 11, something like that, about $10, $11. So that's where I'm like, okay, this should be interesting. Let's see how this works. So that's what I did. I decided to go off that, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Is today we're going to slowly build a I guess you can call it a level playing field on it, just so we can, just so I cannot mess up my playing hand, because believe it or not, I know most people like to, well, it doesn't hurt my hand, and because you always got to have those Omega tough guys and all that, which, it really does hurt their hands. They just don't want to sound like a wuss, which I get it. They're trying to impress whatever girlfriend they have at the time. But, so, what I'm planning on doing, first off, is I'm going to take 4, I think that's what it is. I'm going to take 4 of these and put them in like that, because this adhesive is really, really strong. But another thing, when I was paying attention to these, they're conductive, so you want to put electrical tape on them after you set them in and all that. I mean, they're going to be more of a problem for when I go active pickup and whatnot, but I mean, it is what it is. It's just, like I said, I'm trying not to rip apart anything and all that, but I'm being a little more optimistic about it. Hey, how you guys doing? So just bear with me. I'm trying to get the chat up on my computer too, or my laptop. I haven't really done that, so I figured it would make it easier for me to set the camera up and then not have to worry. I apologize about this. My other stand broke, so let's go. It says go live. It's like I am live. Like I said, just give me a second, everyone. I don't want you guys rushing. See, tell anyone to just give them a second, and everyone freaks out. Gotta leave. It's weird. It's not showing me live. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wasn't because I was trying to make sure. There we go. All right, everybody. So let's go and start putting. Wow, my stand just obliterated itself. Okay. Well, let's start off by putting, so we measured out, and what's nice is see how this is already kind of ripped itself, or kind of set itself apart. Well, we're going to cut that. Oh, wow. This is going to be a little bit more of a pain than I thought. So, let me see if I can get, because what I do plan on doing is putting a bunch on the cavity plate for the fact that, you know, cavity plate, it's not going to do much, and that's going to stay weighted down because I got these at a 1/2 ounce for the weight. So, first comes first, let's cut those 2 pieces off. Now, where the hell did I put that? So, what's everyone been up to? Anyone get any new guitars lately? Or any new amps? Anything? This channel's all about geeking out, so geek out with me. Oh, shit. Okay, so, wow, these things don't play around. Whew, once they're in there, they're in there. They said it was easy to take out. No. So here, let me give you a little bit. So here's that. It's kind of, wow, that makes a big difference. So we're going to go on this side. I'm going to prop this bad boy up over here. All, you know, my animals destroyed all my my good stand because, you know, they feel like they have to. And anyone that's a pet owner knows that's just what animals do. Oh, I just had it too. Come on. Just bear with me, everyone. Don't worry, I've got some gear I'm starting to write down so I can get start replacing the stuff that got damaged and whatnot. Come the hell on, this is ridiculous. Alright, you guys are just gonna have to deal with that. So the next little bit I'm gonna put right in here because that fits exactly too. So 2 more of these. Basically what I'm trying to do is go around the cavity itself with these 1/2 ounce pieces. So, I mean, look at even behind it, look at these things are sticky. Oh shit. And you definitely want to make sure the wires aren't cut underneath there, caught underneath, because you're gonna have a bad time. Ah, crap. Sorry, technical difficulties. It's like, sorry, not sorry. Okay, look at that. So I found out. Oh, shit, come on. I wonder. Let me fix this stand the best I can real quick, everyone. Just give me a chance. I mean, I could have just done this without going live, but I like going live. It knocks out a bunch of stuff. There we go. There we go. I swear this stage just eats apart anything. Hold on, I'm getting there. I know you guys don't like to be patient, or at least some of you don't like to be patient, but I can't do anything about it. It's fighting me. Son of a bitch. This is horrible. I've never had a horrible start to this. I apologize, everybody. Normally I got this down pretty good. Okay, I think that's it. I think I got it now. God damn it. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to get this to one certain point. You're just gonna have to kind of deal with the view I can get. Alright, this is frustrating the hell out of me. So you can't either get it too much or too little. Alright, so I'm just going to have to move through this. So, this next one, I'm going to have to put... That's about... Hell, I'm going to have to do... I'll try to do 4. I'll cut it in 3 though. Come on, damn it. Come on. Okay, I'm going to have to cut that one. Stupid passive pickups. Let's see if you guys... Okay, I think I got that one in there. Alright, and it's not touching it, so that's... That might be a little rough. Okay, now I'm going to have to probably put some down in here. Oh, this is a headache. I wish they wouldn't make guitars like this. If they know it's going to be neck heavy, they should leave it out. Or not, they should either make the body heavier or, you know, rethink this out, because when you have a neck heavy guitar, you're putting so much stress on your left hand, or, you know, your fretting hand, if you're, you know, traditional and not left-handed, or, I mean, it doesn't matter what your fretting hand is, if you just don't want to put all that strain on your hand because you're doing double, triple time the amount of work when you shouldn't have to be. I mean, come on, the neck's the heaviest part of this whole guitar, and it sucks because you want to play longer and then you can't. So I mean, it is what it is. Shit. I think I put that one too close. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up on these. That might help a little bit more than trying to fit them in. See, I was trying to fit it in right here, and it's just not holding out. Come on, damn it. Alright, I'm just going to have to singly cut these, which sucks. Let me see, I might be able to... Alright, look, I swear I can't have this, this shit is so temperamental. Alright, so I got that. Alright, I need to put one right in there. And then after this comes fret sanding, or fret filing, so we'll see how much more this goes. I hope this works, because this is a pain. Oh, shit. Because being in Arizona, a lot of this it was sitting in the mailbox, and I got worried that the adhesive would melt a little bit, and I think I was right. Okay. So now comes the fun part. So if this goes right here, I need to place this about right there. I would say about right there, maybe right there. What do you guys think? About like right there? And do another one like that. And then I'll just stuff the hell out of this. I think that might work. All right, let's get this on this damn. I think if someone wanted me to do this for them, I'd probably charge them, I'd say $3 per strip, and about $3 per strip, and $20 in general. Because some people don't like doing this, and I don't mind it. Oh wow, you can really feel the weight on that. So it's actually nice having the camera up on this too. But yeah, here's this. So this way. And you can see the Marshall head in the background. That is one piece of gear I will not ever get rid of. So it has sentimental value to it for me. Alright, so I've used, real quick, I've gone through half of these so far. So I'm hoping it's actually going to be doing, oh, let me see it. It's hard to tell. So what I want the guitar to do is I want it to be sitting like this, or even like this. If it can go up this way more, I would be happier, because it would take a little bit of stress off my back and my left shoulder, because I have 9 screws and 2 plates in my left shoulder, and I have 1, maybe 2 discs in my spine that aren't damaged. They're actually considered good. So that's what we're shooting for, is to make sure it's sitting at a better angle, like hopefully like this. I hope it's like that. If not, trying to get somewhat of, yeah, maybe a perpendicular. First, see how that. Okay, so far so good. Oh, fuck. Oh! Not good, not good. Oh, there we go, there we go. This is one of those crazy, and I dropped it, shit. It's one of those drafting desks, so it moves all the crazy ways. Okay, now that looks weird, I'm not gonna lie. So, this is what we're looking at now. I'm gonna try to go a little bit further, because that is definitely handling some weight. And if the cavity plate has more weight to it, it will help with where we're going on this. So I didn't hear from everybody. Did anyone get any new instruments over the past weekend? Is anyone eyeballing any new instruments? So, you know, it's like, what's going on? Or are you guys saving up for any new guitars or instruments? I met this really cool dude trading my last 2 cabinets. I got this really cool, it's called 2 Notes, Lay pedal, or La pedal, something like that. And the guy was really cool. I also got the Chopper Z from Joyo. I still haven't tried that out. And I actually found one of those, you know, you have like the pedal power supply brick units. I found one for $17 from Azora, and I can't wait to get that. I just ordered that today, so that won't probably end up coming in till, gosh, somewhere next week. All right, so here's where we're at now. And these, I'm being honest, these things aren't moving. But I mean, if they're going to be on a car, why would you want them to move? Oh, this is awesome. I'm glad I thought of that. Come on, come on. Oh, reapproach, gotta do a reapproach. Just not having luck with this one. Wow, that's so. I got 2, 4. Put 6 on there. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 all together. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, no, that's. I'm gonna try something real quick here. We're gonna. Son of a bitch. Put this in. Oh, I gotta move this. Shit. All right, let me just put a screw into this. Make sure this doesn't go anywhere. And then we're going to see how much we made a difference on this, if we made a difference. I mean, we added some weight. All I can say is thank God I got strap locks. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, you can definitely feel a difference with the weight now. Oh, I added some. I mean, it's still not enough. Like, I don't know how well you guys can see it. I mean, it's not as bad as it was, but I'm gonna have to throw a few more in there. It doesn't fall as fast. I mean, so that's a plus. Actually, what's been helping it was putting it on this. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. All right. This just feels so wrong. All right, I have. Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even see these. And see, I don't want to end up putting this stuff like on the back of the body or anything like that, because then that just looks dumb. Shit! I did it again. This is heavy, dude. It's... don't think I could put any more on though, I know that. So here it is, so everyone can see it. I mean, I really stacked this on there. No. Come on. I spent almost an hour just trying to get this going. Okay, let's see if I put it like that. Okay, it's this one right here. Come on. It's like I gotta put them in different spots each time, which is fine, but damn. It fell. Oh, this thing's a headache. Hold on, let me move you guys back over. No, I didn't change the pickups. Sorry, I have to fix all this. I'm gonna be changing the pickups on it. What I'm doing is because it's really neck heavy. I'm getting there. It's actually working out a little bit better. I'm trying to get that to stop, or at least make it a lot better. And I came up with this idea to put that in the on the cavity plate. So I think that's working out a lot better. I just got to get the cavity plate in there. But I will be I'm deciding on an EMG, on which EMG I want to put in it. I'm looking at doing the 57.7. Come on, where the hell am I having an issue at? Almost got it. It's like you think you get one spot, one side, and then something else pops up. All right, which one's this? Son of a bitch. Come on, you motherfucker. Alright, let's see if this works. It is a Randy Rhoads Flying V, so yes, it's still a V. Let's see if this did anything, I'm hoping. Well, it did some of it. Let's see if... Well, it used to go all the way down to the floor, so I mean, I guess I can call that... Yeah, see, so this used to dive a lot more, so that's what I did with this stuff. I ordered 6 strips. I'll put the link in the description, or I'm sorry, in the comments. And I got the 1/2 ounce strips, or the 1/2 ounce pieces. See, I don't... If I moved it up, see, this is the problem. If I moved it up, let me take that out. I would have to end up going in there. I'm not going to drill into the neck. So, I mean, it's one of those things, like, they just made the body a little too thin. But, yeah, and these are, I can't remember the exact name, but trust, like, here, because I'm in the room. That's, I mean, if I pulled it up a little bit more, but now it's not as bad, because I probably put an extra pound in there. And that's just in the cavity plate. I'm going to have to, like, I need something to have weight here on this part of the wing. Like, maybe if I, trying to just see, because these necks are massive. Yeah, see, I'm gonna need something else. Yeah, I might end up. Yeah, I mean, because I did get just the Ernie ball. I might just end up going into DiMarzio clip lock. But I don't. I might actually go the base straps, the ones that are like 3.5 or 3 inches, because that holds a little bit more. But yeah, it used to just go woo. This at least. Let me see if I even move it up a little bit. Give me a second. Sometimes that helps too. This and my one Ibanez is just horrific neck dive. Oh, okay, yeah, that helps. Raising it up so it's not. And then right here, I wanted to show you guys. So the next step on the guitar is I just got to shave. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets, and that's about it. And then I just, what was the next stuff I have to do? That part, put strings on, or decide what strings I'm going to put on, because I don't know what gauge I was going to put on next. Because the upgrades I'm going to be doing on this thing, oh yeah, this is perfect like this. Now I found out how to deal with the neck dive. Raise it up, and then your arm holds right there. There it is. So what did you the individual that has the King V7 string? Do you still like the? Did you still have it? Do you still play it, or did you get rid of it? Take a quick break because just spent the past 40 minutes working on this. Clean up some of this crap. I don't want to put it on the paint job. I'll mess that all up. Then my neighbors will hear me scream, "What the f did I do?" They'll think I'm beating something or someone, and then I'm just screaming at myself. So out of all those, I used 3.5, and almost fixed it. I would say it did about half. It added more weight to the body, but once I add the EMG I'm going to add to this, I could throw more weight into here, but then that's not going to help because I'm just adding weight right here. That doesn't do much. So it is what it is. But now that I found out that that's, you know, I wish I could, you know, it's like I want to get a Dino Cazares pickup, but in the EMGs, he designed the 707, so anyone wants to sound like Dino Cazares and wants to find out his EMG setup, just get a 707. Because after the garbage I went through for playing Seymour Duncan for 23 years, and their whole passive line changed, that's why a couple years ago I started switching over to EMG, and I haven't been this happy with pickups since I started playing. So I feel bad for talking crap about them and whatnot, but you know, live and learn. Put this back on. So would you guys like to see me tackle front work, or did you need any help with did you need me to put the weight stuff, the clip weights that I just added? Hey Patrick, how you doing? Let's see, I know I have the screw around here somewhere. Oh, that's right. I was going to install this too. I forgot. I bought the black Tusq XL for the nut on this. I have those on all my guitars that aren't trim. And considering I bought this guitar as my final guitar for, like, you know, basically my last guitar till next year and something, because I'm slowly saving up to get a house. And what, you know, and the last thing I need to be doing is paying off 2 guitars and amps every year. But this thing sounds beautiful through my Eddie Van Halen combo. Because that's all I have now is, like, I have one rack that's just Jackson's and an Eddie Van Halen guitar. And then one rack that's a Groat, which that thing I got on sale for $100. Brand new thing. You would never know it's a $100 guitar, which if you're good at setting up guitars, price range means nothing. So I've played $2,000 guitars that played like garbage. Then I have the Ibanez AX7221 from Korea, which is when they were still with Court. when they said if you play the court guitars or the Korean Ibanez, you can literally, you're playing the tears of the workers. I urge everyone to go check that out, because I don't play companies or guitars that have slave labor behind it. I'm sure people are just going to love that and rip me apart on that one. Oh, hey, Patrick. Thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to a whole bunch of things and everything, man. I'm really trying to get my butt into gear on finishing up the Patreon page, because I want to take stuff like this, like the live show, and I want to move it to where I move it to Patreon, and everyone just pays like $1 a month. So like everyone that's serious about learning guitar repairs and stuff like that, they just pay $1 a month, and I'm gonna like add a whole bunch of stuff to it and all that. That's why I've been trying to ask everyone that I can, or that comes on here, what kind of repairs do you want to learn? You know, because teaching a neck adjustment is easy. Ugh. Okay. Now, hold that thought. I'm gonna go get my fret file. Alrighty, I'm back. Ugh. Okay, fret file. Show you guys how I file. And the reason why mine take a little bit extra time, because I do everything by hand. You know, old school ways. The ways you're supposed to be doing them. You get a better feel for the instrument itself. And of course, this broke off again. I really need to buy a new stand. So, Jesus Christ, and it just keeps breaking and breaking. I apologize again, everybody. So, as you guys can see, I have it marked off, or it's of course going to fight me. Where's it at? Can you guys see it? Trying to see if it pops up on my side. So the only frets I have to file are frets 15, 17, or 18, 20, 21, 22, and 23, which it sounds harder than it really is, because which is, you know, most things. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't know why this thing keeps breaking apart. Oh, that's what I should have bought when I was out last. It was a new friggin' stand. That's weird, I didn't get notified either that you subbed. Oh well. It wouldn't be YouTube if it wasn't messing up. Okay, there we go. I got a little bit better. So, what I do to test out frets first, obviously you're going to find the ones that, you know, you're going to play around and be like, oh, that, is it too low? No. If you already have a ideal action in mind, you already have a height. Like mine, I go strictly 0.25 or 1/4 millimeters to 1.5 millimeter on the bass side. So every one of my guitars are all like that. So if a guitar starts messing up after I've already set the, I like it solid straight where it's so flat, and that's how you can get those low action setups, not having a curve in it and all that. I can't say it's not an acoustic. If you want that kind of stuff, go play a hippie acoustic guitar where metal players and jazz players all like the same stuff. That's why there's really no difference between jazz, blues, and metal players. They all like the same setup. I mean, there's some metal guitar players that like a little bit different action or a little bit higher, but those are what they'll even say sausage fingers and stuff. Mine, I just have big palms and girly little fingers. But hey, it happens. So when you find out and when you finally figure out what settings you like your guitars in, you always sit down and write it out and all that. I used to despise this style of measuring, but this actually is more accurate than all the other measuring tools I've tried. And so you got to think, 1/4 millimeter is the very bottom. Oh, and then we have, so we go from here to here. And then 7 strings will go here, and then my 8 string is there. So I'll go from 1/4 to 2 millimeters. And that's always how I like my guitars. I don't like them any higher than that. That's as low as the guitar can actually go, because you got the extra jumbo frets, that helps out. Then how do you like your frets? Do you like a wide and narrow? I mean, it just gets very convoluted at those points, but that's how I ended up finding out about these. And every guitar after like after 2020, you're gonna have fret problems with. It doesn't matter if you spent $1,600, $16, $10,000 and $16. They'll always have fret problems because shops have pushed them out so fast because of supply and demand. And what was it? In 2020 alone, they made 25 million guitars. So you got to think, how many guitars have they made after that? And every year they constantly have more guitars. So they rush these things. And then when you get the guitars from out of the box, you got 1.5 millimeters on the treble side, and then 2 to 2.5 millimeters on the bass side. So you got action sitting in that. And the smart thing to do is when you get a new guitar, set it up, get it how you want it, and don't touch it till the next day. You want everything to get climatized to your to the guitar and all that. So what I'm doing now is, now that I've already identified those frets, I'm just going to loosen the strings enough to where I can get in there. Because you want at least to have some slack. The most I have to do is maybe 2 strings. The 23rd fret, it's all of it. I got to do the whole fret. And there'll be some times you think you have it all the way, and then, oh, I missed a spot. It's a lot of trial and error. I've been doing frets for a long, long time. A little trick too to save your strings, if you have string dampeners, wrap them around. Definitely don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. I'm working my butt off to get to 1,000 subscribers and all that, so I can hit to the next level, so I can start doing super chats with everybody and all that, because I need, what is that, 636 or 637. And then I got to try to get the what is it? 630. And I gotta get the watch time, you know, all that garbage. But that's why I decided to say screw it and just make a Patreon page, because I make so many videos a week. Well, at least I'll finally get this done. And also, when you're done doing the strings, you can tidy up your fretboard. Because I was lucky, I looked at the serial number, and this was built January 25th of this year. I was like, score! It's not even 6 months old yet. But the fretboard's drier than all hell. And definitely when you comment on what guitars you like and play, and why you play them, and what kind of reviews you'd like to see on certain gear and all that. Because, you know, I've been really getting into doing pedals lately. And I just don't want to be like all those other channels. And like, obviously, guitar channels, you got to cover guitars and amps and blah, 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 blah. But I don't want to cover every single thing that all the other channels are doing. Like, hey, this guy's doing Ibanez blah, 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 blah. Or, hey, we have this pedal, blah, blah, you know. Because that's where you start getting all those people starting to do that scalping shit. Okay, so string dampener, strings. You want to go underneath. So it's hard to see. I don't want to move anything and mess up what we have right now, but do it like that. Now your strings aren't moving and in your way. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we start. Oh, I gotta find the file. After this, I will take a little break since I've been doing this for about an hour. I'm gonna go eat something, and then I'll come back and do part 2, which is adding the nut. So since we're right here, and make sure you're applying the right amount of pressure, not too hard, not too soft, and you're getting all of it, both the sides and the middle part, because you are encompassing the entire fret. Where is it? Almost done with that one. And some frets are a lot harder than others. I've spent sometimes a couple hours on one fret. Sometimes I've spent all day on an entire fretboard. Double check. Done. Now, moving on to the next one. 4 left. So come on, you guys listen to anything new? I mean, you guys don't even answer questions. I'm glad I got Mr. Patrick from New York over here. New subscriber. Appreciate that. And definitely be careful too, and don't touch your face if you're getting fret dust all over it, because these are little metal shards. Where are we at? Okay. Shit. And I appreciate everyone stopping by for the first episode of this season. I just kind of feel like I could do a little bit more. There we go. I kind of feel like that's better. I'm very meticulous about this. I make sure that there's no teetering, because you don't want the slightest amount. I mean, yeah, I guess with the bass strings you can do a little bit of teetering here and there if it's not that much, because when you straight it's fine. Then when you're tuning the strings, will do that. Then you can still loosen it. I mean, it can go either way. It's the treble strings, you can't have any slack. All right, 3 left. And then I gotta polish and all that fun stuff. I know number 23 over here is going to be a pain in my butt. I haven't done a live show like this in a long time. I am trying to get a co-host going for a podcast. I've been talking to actually a recent new sub that I met when I was doing the trade for some pedals for my cabs and all that, and I hope it ends up working out. I just got to do a little bit more talking with dude and all that, which I need to hit him up and see how he's doing, kind of thing. So I hope it goes through, because it'd be kind of cool to have like a whole podcast going besides just doing this. Because I've been trying to find other musicians or techs as well to do a podcast, because I think that'd be fun. Oh shit. Let's test this one out. Oh. Right there. Okay, not too much, just a little bit. So you guys picking up anything on here? How many more new subs do I got besides Mr. Patrick? I think I'm gonna save up and get one of that Charvel bait or the Jackson base. That's like, I think it's not even $100, or it's $100 just so I can have a P base so I can finish my damn record. Smooth her out a little bit more. That one little spot is being a little dick. Right there. And you can actually get this whole little set that I have for frets and all that for like, I think now it's probably like $20, but at the time I only spent like 10, $12. And I've probably dyed over 100 guitars now. So yeah, this thing's beyond paid for itself. Alright, that one's done. I just got this little spot, and then all of that, and then we're done. Okay. Plus my Tech-HeadZ are some of the best subs you can have anyway, so you guys deserve to have a nice long season premiere of the opener. So I've been planning this one for a while, so that's why I have no problem doing this for a while. I feel bad I spent so much time on those damn weights, but when I come back and do part 2 of this, when I do the nut, and I'll even recondition the fretboard on part 2, just so, you know, because I don't know how many people are new at this or are just learning how to take care of their instruments on their own instead of taking it to a shop. So I'd rather, my whole goal with this channel at the beginning was to help people out instead of relying on shops like Stupid Guitar Center who rips people off and doesn't know how to set up a guitar. I went in there, I think it was February or March, and when I looked up in what is it? I got freaking dust in my eyes. Went in there, they were charging $140 for String-Thru body setups, and I was like, that's ridiculous. I charge $50 because I just raised my prices beginning of the year, $10 because I used to charge $40. And I don't care if it's tremolos, any style, the Fender style, or as I call them, standard trems, Floyd Rose floating, fixed bridge. It's $50. It don't matter. It takes me the same amount of time either which way. And then like with fret stuff and all that, they went 100 or 180 $80 flat for repair, and I'm like, wow. I just charge $80 down payment. That's just for the just for man labor, and then I charge up to $10 per fret. And I was like, they basically want you to buy a whole brand new guitar. I just don't agree with that. But hey, to each their own. Some people think you spend that kind of money, you're getting quality. And no, I've watched how they do shit. I've actually been, people come to me after they go to a Guitar Center, and I have to do a numerous amounts of Guitar Center fixes. Because here's something crazy. There is no such thing as a standard for guitar action. There's no such thing as that. Action's subjective to the player. What I find normal, you're not going to find normal. I'm a severely light picker. I honestly think I can play as low as I can. Other people like to super chug. So they seem to think whatever that tech plays is what everyone has to play. And don't be wrong, I mean, we all as guitarists used to shop at Guitar Center and stuff, but hell, I used to shop at Guitar Center when they used to do deals. Like, hey, I got $250, I'll give you that for this $400 guitar. Okay. But that's before we started all realizing they were selling us B and C stock instruments. So we were actually all buying defective instruments. But oh well, it happens. I've built numerous guitars over the years. I like buying like the $300, the $500, mainly between $250 to I say $350 model guitars. So I'll rip out everything, just leave the neck and the body, and then I put what I like in it, and then that's what I call my custom. And the bodies and necks I like are Jackson's, and have been since 2001, or technically 2000. Oh, man, this, like, look how long I've been working on this one fret. Good gravy. Yeah, you could tell this was uneven. Almost there. Almost there. It's like right on that edge. So does anyone else here have an EVH combo amp or EVH amp in general? I know once I got mine a couple months ago, I felt like I was in one of those special clubs. Not that I'm better than anybody, it's just I've always wanted to have since I was a kid, like, like a teenager and all that, I always wanted to have a nice tube amp and all that. I used to be one of those people that wanted a Mesa Boogie like everyone else, and yes, got it. And when I actually played a Mesa Boogie years and years ago, I was like, I absolutely hate this sound. And then I found out ages later, I like Peavey. And then when I bought the 5150 Iconic, I was like, yep, this is it. on the last fret, my friends. Definitely, if you haven't checked out the other, the first season and all that, I tried to change it up a little bit. I think I have technically 10 episodes, but there's a couple two-parters. So if you live in Arizona, in the Maricopa County area, around Mesa, Tempe, Gilbert, those areas, and you have a guitar, you would like set up, fretwork done, that kind of stuff, and you're tired of dealing with all the bogus shops and their petty nickel and diming you for everything, and having to wait, what, God, a week to 2 weeks to get your guitar back, hit me up. Definitely send me an email, or you can find me on WhatsApp as well, because you'll find my name and all that stuff, and we can set something up. You can have your guitar back same day, within a half hour to an hour, depending on how bad the guitar is. You just supply your own strings. Guitar setups are $50. If you need fretwork done, it's $80 flat, first flat payment, because that pays for the you're paying for all the man labor I have to do, and then it's up to $10 per fret. And what I do is I go through each fret like I'm doing now, and I just see how bad it is. As it goes dung 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 dung, that's gonna be a $10 fret. But if it's little dinky ones, you're just looking at like $3-4 a fret. I mean, the worst guitars I've had to work on were the Ibanez guitars, or I call them Ibanez, or Chipsons, like stuff like that. If you're buying stuff like that from overseas, you're gonna basically, I think I had it down to like 80. Usually, if it's a lot of frets, I cut a deal. It basically, you're looking at like almost $200, close to $200. But I'm also cool. I actually work with people and all that. Like, I actually prefer everyone who's, I prefer the people that come and want their guitars worked on for, like if it's a setup, I prefer you stay and just hang out, because it's bing, bang, boom. I do accept payments if you have Chime, like Cash App payments and all that. But only if it's Chime, prefer cash over that, if anything. Ooh, this one has a lot on there. How are we doing? Get more off. Almost. Ooh, doggy. I knew this one was going to be a pain in the butt. Wow, we really have some people that really like staying in here, but we've been getting some surges, haven't we? I really need a moderator. Yikes. Oh, also, I think it's going to be in a couple weeks or next month, I will be buying schematics and some casings because I'm going to be building. I decided not to go the guitar route with how bad my back is getting. And there's something else I wasn't going to do. I started to move everything to, I'm going to be building pedals. So I got a couple prototypes I'm already looking at building and different design layouts, how to do it. And I figured I'd buy that, a couple of those, and start doing it that way to see how it would work. And because I think a lot of people still like pedals, but I kind of want to make them dummy proof. Ooh, look at that. A little bit. A lot of it. This one's always a pain in the ass. Definitely want to thank everyone who has stayed in here for the long haul or had to keep coming back. I really do appreciate it. I know I've had one person really staying in here the full gauntlet, if you will. And that makes me happy. It makes me know that I've been keeping it intriguing enough for people. Good crazy. This thing just does not want to go down. And see, it'll be like a fret like this, or it could be 2 frets that'll screw everything up. And it could be a fret that's, let's say, you're holding the 14th fret, and it's dinging as you're bending it flat or sharp, whatever, right? But it's actually, you think it's the next fret over it. You think it's the 15th fret. No, it's the 17th and the 18th as you're pulling it, as you're bending it towards you. Yeah. I've learned so much about how frets work and all that, and how the tangs don't like to stick. That's why I'm glad I don't live in a humidity-stricken state, or humid-stricken state. No, I think I just have 1 or 2 more passes through here, and you can call that a day, my friends. Wow, that was really raised up there. They didn't put that in there. That or the tangs gave them a false reading. This makes me want to listen to some old Ozzy tunes. See, I'm actually thinking about buying, I don't know if you guys have checked it out, there's a Dimebag Daryl pedal out that's made by Hot Tone. I'm actually thinking about picking that up. Just to say, I have 3 things that are signatures of people, because that pedal's selling out like hotcakes right now. right there. And the best advice I can give too with fretwork, be patient. This is not something you rush, because if you're coming to me, I'm making you sign waivers. But basically, there's no going back, no reset button. This is what you want. That kind of thing. Because I'm not the only person that does that. Almost every legitimate good tech will make you sign those kinds of papers. Boom! We got it done, people. Oh yeah, that was a lot higher than that. So let's see. We can actually see where we've been working on. So. And why you always go back over. Oh, a little bit right there. Just a little scrapage. It's like you always think you're done, and then bam, here it comes, more. There we go. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you very much for stopping by part 1 of this 2-part series. The next one, we're going to actually be cleaning and polishing. Well, I got to restring it up and see how we did. I'm sure everything's fine. But I just got to polish and clean her up. Do a thing of the fretboard, you know, condition it. I mean, we've already spent an hour and a half doing 2 things, but the fret, I've always liked getting a chance to show everybody how to do a quick spot level fret. And yeah, and honestly, the majority of the 7 strings, to replace the nut, you just get the Schecter one, because they pretty much have all the same settings. And see, just so you can see too. Bam. I've installed so many of these, it's ridiculous. But yep, wanted to show you guys that, and appreciate you hanging out with me and getting this done, because I've been waiting forever to do this. And I'm trying to think if I want to do green on this, gold, red, or if I just want to leave everything black, which you know I don't want to, because I gotta have something cool in here. All right, everybody, take care. Enjoy your little bit of time to do whatever, geek out, and I will see you soon.